Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
It's only 35. I'm fucking with the driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No,
step out of the vehicle. 25 seconds. For the 9-4, the driver just slammed the door and locked it.
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hand.
Here.
33 at 15:21 hours.
I'm here. What's your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right.
Get over here.
No, don't touch it.
Put your hands behind your back. Resist. Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was going to walk.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
What I'm doing, bro? What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No.
Yes, bro.
Yes. What's the reason, bro? You gonna throw my phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off now, man. Bro.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, bro.
I don't know.
Can you back me up to the car so I can You broke my down.
All right. Let's bring it
Is there
back
a reason
now.
why you're popping the door open like that?
Let's bring it back to the beginning. I'm gonna say off rip. Hey, Mr. William McNeil Jr., we had your back a day and a half ago. We had your back. The whole community was enraged. I was enraged. Y'all saw my stream. I gave it up for the young man. I was like, this is fucked up. The whole thing was about, damn, racism still alive. They just be concealing it. Disgusting. Because this really does happen in the fucking world where we done horrible like this. Punched in the face, dragged out the car, and all that. The man deserved all types of justice less than 48 hours ago. Yeah, I'm going there. I don't know who changed their opinion after watching this footage, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. When we look at this right here, he is in the wrong 1,000,000 times over. Over the black community and just the general community. We had your fucking back, buddy. You lost it. You lost it. Don't care what happens to him legally at this point, okay? Yesterday or 48 hours ago when we covered this, we saw about 6 things that was wrong as far as how can we avoid this situation. Not saying that the police was wrong. We were just saying, how could we avoid this situation? Number 1, he said his windows were broken and the windows wouldn't go down. Let's take that for truth, right? That's 1. Suspended license. They talked about weed, right? They talked about call your supervisor. What else do we have going on? They alleged a possible knife in the car, right? Let's say allegedly with that still. Let's say allegedly. What else? We already talked about the license. He had like 6 different things that happened that would drive the situation to tense or pissing off or frustrating police officers during a random pull. Oh yeah, the 6th one was the lights. Your lights being off while you're driving, right? So he's like, all right, let's look up some of these laws, right? And I still have it here. In Jacksonville, are you obligated to get out of a car if instructed by police officers? U.S. Supreme Court precedent. The court ruled that after the lawful traffic stop, an officer may order a driver out of the car for officer safety without violating the 4th Amendment. Florida law and case rulings, Florida courts, including in Jacksonville, follow these precedents. The Florida Supreme Court has explicitly confirmed that officers may order drivers and even passengers out, especially if there is a canine involved. Now, there wasn't, but you can. Local criminal defense commentary also supports that asking someone to step out of a car, even during a routine stop, is lawful police practice in Florida. Now, watch this one, people. Refusing to comply with lawful order can result in charges like obstruction of justice or resisting arrest. People, when we thought he was catching the resisting of arrest charge that he pled guilty to, we was thinking that it was just a little tussle back and forth after he was already pulled out the car and punched into the face. No, he pled guilty to that charge because by law, you broke that law. The moment they asked you to get out the car and you didn't comply, you broke that law. That's why his ass pled guilty to that shit. I was scratching my head like, why did he plead guilty to that? If this is all about police brutality, that's why. That's fucking why. Yo, and we're not even done. We're not even done. The headlights. Let's talk about the headlights and was it a lawful stop to begin with? Because all of us, we know the law so well when these cops pull us over. Y'all watch too many of these fucking viral videos and swear y'all gonna fuss with these cops and these police. I know my rights. I know this. I know that. Okay, let's read it. Under Florida statute 316.217, drivers are legally required to have headlights on in these three conditions: from sunset to sunrise, including twilight hours. What does that mean? That means when it's dark outside, okay? Number 2, during any rain, fog, smoke, or other conditions that reduce visibility below 1,000 feet. That's the one right there. And let's add in number 3 just in case. When windshield wipers are in continuous use due to precipitation. So that's raining, okay? Number 2, that last part, or other conditions that reduce visibility below 1,000 feet. People put these fucking laws in place not to piss you off and say, ha ha, I want you running your headlights. It's for driver's safety. That's why that's there. During any rain, fog, smoke, or other conditions that reduce visibility below 1,000 feet. Was that established in the footage? Let's check it out now. Let's check the footage out. Now I'm going to rewatch it with y'all. I'm going to do reactions in between. This is why this guy was 100% fucking wrong in this situation. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking with him no more. I'm not supporting him no more.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works.
Stop. For police safety standpoint, there's already like curiosity here. He asked him. And if you peep, everything that the cop says to the guy is respectful. Respectful, low tone, non-confrontational. This guy's presenting all the confrontation. He says there's a reason why you open the door like that. If you get pulled over by a cop, the last thing you're supposed to do is pop open your fucking door or get out your car. We've seen videos of people getting out their car to talk to the cops. They're like, yo, get back in your car. I don't know why you're getting out. Get back in your car. That's not how the process goes of being pulled over for a driving infraction. You pull over, you roll down your windows. Me, I roll down all my windows, all 4. I want you to see from every fucking angle, and you sit there. And if you want to go a step further, hands on your wheels or hands where they're at least visible, the type of things that keep your ass out of trouble. But you're not popping out the fucking door. You're not getting out the car. So that's the first thing. And then he says, my windows don't work. Okay, all right, cool. Let's continue.
Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on.
That's the answer right there. He said it. It's over. It's over. This man thinks that he got pulled over for no reason. The police officer didn't say for driving with your taillights out. He didn't say for swerving. He said for driving during inclement weather. Did you see the definition that we ran about when you need to have your headlights on in Florida? He said during inclement weather. Now, are you ODing out there on the road? Are you trying to get some fucking tickets filled on your quota? Maybe. Did you really need to pull this guy over? Do you really think that the weather is that crazy that you got to make sure for their safety, everybody's headlights? Maybe not. But this is still a lawful stop. And dare I even say, if you look at the video, outside looks a little bit gloomy, don't it? This is crazy. It actually looks a little gloomy out that bitch. The officer answered him respectfully. He said, for driving without headlights during inclement weather. Now watch this man, Williams' response.
2 things: you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
He said, it's daylight. I don't need the headlights and I'm not raining. Once again, You don't know the full law, buddy. This is one of those cases where the cop lawfully is correct. Human-wise, is he correct? I don't know. Whatever. It could be a petty pullover. But lawfully, he said inclement weather. He didn't say it was raining. And he didn't say it was dark. You left that rule out because you don't know all the fucking rules. And I didn't know them before I fucking Googled them today neither. But I wouldn't need to learn them at this point because I would have just fucking complied. All right. Continue. It gets worse.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over.
Listen to the cop's tone. Once again, respectful. Giving the guy some. He gave him an answer. He wasn't a dickhead. He was, I'm just pulling you over. He said inclement weather. I'm not gonna argue with you, but that's why I pulled you over.
Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
Driver's license, registration, and insurance. How about this one, people? For all these ghetto attorneys that be driving out on the road, like, fuck y'all, get your lawyers, bring the K9. I didn't do nothing wrong. Fuck you. Okay, so then let's say you ghetto lawyers want to have the position of this was an unlawful stop, or you didn't need to pull me over for my lights. I don't need to have them on. Let's say you want to take that firm position. What driver then? How about this one? What driver doesn't think that if an officer requests your license, registration, insurance, that you don't have to? I'm talking about in a car. Like if you're just walking down the street, right? And somebody just stops you out of nowhere. I mean, unless it's like Giuliani days, stop and fucking frisk in New York. But anyway, and check your fucking laws locally, people. Check your laws, because sometimes even walking the street, you might, depending on where you live and who the mayor is and what you might be required to still come up off your fucking identification. Don't act like you know all the laws in every state. You don't. We don't. But we believe the moment we get our license, that if you're a police officer that pulls you over for driving, pulls you over, period, has, hey, license, registration, insurance, do we believe, no, I don't have to give it to you for driving? When did that start? I didn't know that was a new thing. You want to know why you didn't want to? Because your license was fucking suspended. That's why you didn't want to give it to the cop. That's why you told no. You're using the headlight shit as a reason to not have to supply your information because you're fucking driving suspended. You're driving dirty, B. You don't even belong on the road. You driving. Let's be real. You're driving dirty. Let's keep going. It continues to get worse.
Call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
You see, he makes the call now to back up. He says, uncooperative adult driver. Uncooperative. You still asking the questions now. Why did you pull me over? He already answered that question multiple times, respectfully and calmly. He did. And then you gave him the wrong responses because that's not the real law. Then he asked you for license, registration, insurance. You told him no. Like, we had 6 infractions the other day of problems. Like, this is how the situation got frustrated. Now we got 20 leading up to why you got punched in your fucking face. Not saying that the punch was right, but I don't know. Maybe the punch is fucking fully justified now too. I don't know. Let's continue.
Step out of the vehicle. No. Step out of the vehicle.
No. We already read that. That's right there. Breaking of a law right there. That is whatchamacallit. That is the refusal is shit. What the fuck am I chopping on right there? That's not disobeying an officer. That is the refusal to get out of your car is the them having a fucking brain freeze, obstruction of justice, and resisting arrest. So he just broke that law. We know that right there on the spot. Then the man closes his door on the cop and locks it. Hey, Mr. William McNeil Jr., you's a whole fucking gangster out here, B. I ain't gonna lie to you. You bold, you tough, you standoffish, you all of that. And let's keep the energy of how tough he is right here as we get through the rest of the video. You's a tough guy, B. I don't want no problems with you, B. You slammed the fucking car door in the cop's face and locked it on that bitch ass nigga, huh? You's a bold nigga, okay.
25 seconds. For the 9-4, the driver just slammed the door and locked it.
He said, Guy resists and slammed the door on me and locked it. And he's behind the glass saying, "Call your supervisor." You hear it?
All right, go for it.
They gave up. They already boxed this car in. You're going to see later on in the footage, another car came and boxed in the front of his shit, actually hit his shit. They don't know what they're dealing with at this point with this fucking guy. And then he gets to a point where he says, "All right, go for it. Break the fucking window." He locked himself in. It didn't start with you pulled over and then the window up because it didn't go down and then they cracked it and punched you in your face. It started with your door open, slamming yourself in, locking yourself in, saying you're not giving license and insurance, already breaking laws, not having your headlights on when you actually should. He's breaking multiple laws leading up to this shit and then barricading himself in his house. And they say, in his car, and saying, "All right, go for it. Break the window. Go for it."
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
Oh, now it's here.
I'm here. What's your reason, sir? What is your reason? Step out now. All right. Get on the ground. Don't.
You hear him saying no, while they're trying to wrestle him a little bit. He's saying no.
Put your hands behind your back. Resist. Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was on.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
What I'm doing, bro? What's going on, man?
You're under arrest.
Yeah, yo, use a whole. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. Use a whole bitch right now. You want to know why? Because you was real smoky. You was real tough when you thought you was in the right, or when you was acting out, trying to make sure that you dodged that handing over of a license where I'm out here suspended riding. You was tough. Now they done grabbed you up and punched you in your face and throw you on the ground. Now you want to talk and all this and all that. You're not asking for begging for the supervisor now. You're not tough no more. People, you want to see if you get pulled out of your car, right? You want to see what something looks like on footage. We're gonna do it on footage right now. You want to see what it looks like on footage to not resist arrest, right? Watch this. Very simple. Did you hear me say anything? Did you see my body jumping around? Did you see anything moving other than me joking with my fucking fingers and hands? That's what not resisting arrest is. Turn around, hands behind your back. What I just did. That's it right there. Could talk like this because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Like this is he's in the wrong. And we're not done. Peep this footage now. What is this? The police chief. They did a good job. They got a black officer up on the stand. Speaking about this. Smart for the police department. That's a play, but check this out.
Social media is not reality. One video clip devoid of context can be very misleading. Given that McNeil never brought this incident to JSO's attention, but rather pushed the cell phone camera footage that he had in his possession since March 5th out on social media, one can only assume, and I'm saying I assume, that he intended to inflame the public. The administrative process is still ongoing, and as such, I will neither defend nor commend Officer Bauer's response to resistance until all the facts are known and the investigation is completed. However, as the leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda. The truth is, William McNeil Jr. was non-compliant with JSO officers within 21 seconds after he was stopped for multiple civil infractions. His non-compliance quickly rose to the level of criminal resistance to a police officer. McNeil was arrested and pled guilty to resisting a police officer without violence. Force absolutely looks ugly. And because all force is ugly, whether or not the officer involved acted within outside JSO policy, that's still what we're investigating.
I'm going to tell you this, people. if there's one thing I wish that didn't happen, it would probably be the 2 punches, right? Or 2 things, right? That's 2. The punch after they broke the glass, and then the punch in the face after they pulled him out while he was fighting and resisting and they was trying to get him to the ground. I just wish those 2 punches didn't happen. I do believe that officers need to be investigated for excessive force maybe there, but if you're resisting, can you justify getting punched in the face? I don't know what police procedure is for restraining a civilian or restraining someone. I don't know if they say punches are a go. I know they say that chokeholds are not a go, right? But I don't know. And I'm not going to even bring that up right now. Those are like the 2 things, because as this guy said, this footage is meant to be ugly, because when you have to apply force, it's not going to be pretty. And the angle that we have been looking at all along was his cell phone footage from within the car, and nobody wanted to show when the car door was open, when it started, when he broke not one but like 3 different laws, civilian laws, right? No headlights, resisting arrest by telling him, no, I'm not getting out the car. Legal in Florida, you have to comply to that, right? And not turning over license, registration, insurance when requested. Those, he didn't show us those in his cell phone footage, did he? He didn't show us those. Got us all out here riled up, ready to fucking rally and shit. And you wanted to make sure that piece wasn't in the footage, huh? But that is key, like this man said. And why does this footage come out? Do the police officers legally have to put out this body cam footage? I'm going to assume no, because this shit hits the internet in what? July. Well, it's the end of July. It's the end of July. It's about to be August. This should happen like February. He said he's been inflaming the public since March with his footage that is chopped and screwed. Well, not screwed, but definitely chopped. Definitely chopped. But now the police respond by putting out their footage. Here you go. You know why this shit came out, right? Because anybody with eyes and ears could see, like, oh no, this gentleman was in the wrong. But he's not done. He's moving into money grab territory now. That's almost what he's starting to look like. And I'm not going to go full A-verb on him, because the man did get punched in the face a couple times, right? I don't know if they're going to consider that legally justifiable based on the overall situation. But now it just makes me feel different towards all this mental anguish and permanent damage and temporary memory loss. It just makes you feel different now. It just makes you not feel sympathetic towards his shit. And it's like, okay, you're here for a bag from the city, possibly.
He began his remarks by thanking those who supported him and said that when he was stopped by the deputies, he knew he had done, quote, nothing wrong.
But you did.
You know, while I was getting pulled over and while I needed to step out the car when I know I didn't do nothing wrong. I was really just scared.
The sheriff saying he does not anticipate criminal charges against the officers, but says an internal investigation has been launched to determine if the officers violated department policy. In the meantime,
that's what I'm going for. That's what we believe. Policy. Like, is the punch in the face a go at both instances, in the car and outside the car while he's fighting them and resisting? Are the punches a go? That's what I want to know, right? Everything else seems aligned. Everything else seems almost proper. Shout out to King Shocks from our chat, says, I've complied and still got hit. Them cops deserve to lose their jobs, possibly be in jail. You deserve all forms of justice. If you complied and you was abiding by the right type of moves and process, and they just OD'd and just did you wrong, you deserve your justice, homie. There are absolutely those fucking situations in the world. We're not letting all police off the hook. We know that police brutality exists. But in this particular scenario right here, he had a whole bunch of people enraged, rocking and riding for him. And now that we see the rest of the footage, he literally broke multiple laws while dealing with a calm, respectful police officer. And then he did all types of shit that if you are a police officer, puts you in danger. He's slamming a door and locking it behind tinted windows. This is just insane. All the shit that he's doing. Don't teach your kids to act like this if they ever get pulled over by a fucking cop, because they might get punched in the face. And that would be a good outcome based on all the shit he did. Worst case, niggas be getting shot.